Irritate. The constant noise from construction sites can irritate people. Chewing loudly can irritate those around you. Stench. The garbage can have a terrible stench. He wrinkled his nose at the foul stench in the room. Cling. The wet clothes would cling to his body. She didn't want to let go and clung to her mother. Quarrel. They had a quarrel over the TV remote. It's not worth it to quarrel with your friends over small things. Sorrow. He felt deep sorrow when his best friend passed away. Sorrow filled his heart as he read the sad news. Dust. The old bookshelf collected a layer of dust. She used a cloth to wipe away the dust from the table. Separate. The teacher asked the students to separate into groups. It's important to separate recyclables from regular trash. Provoke. His teasing comments would often provoke her laughter. Try not to provoke your little brother's temper. Sweat. After exercising, he was covered in sweat. The hot weather made everyone sweat. Mud. The children played in the mud after the rain. Her shoes got covered in mud during the hike. Affection. The dog showed affection by wagging its tail. She hugged her friend to express her affection. Sow. In spring, farmers sow seeds in the fields. She sowed the flower seeds in her garden. Apologize. He had to apologize for being late to the meeting. She apologized to her friend for forgetting their birthday. Trap. The clever mouse managed to escape from the trap set by the farmer. Be careful not to fall into the trap of procrastination. Bargaining. He was good at bargaining for a lower price at the market. Bargaining with the salesman, she got a discount on the dress. Take a leak. Slang for urinating. Example, I'll be right back, just need to take a leak. Hickey. A mark left on the skin, typically caused by a passionate kiss or bite. Example, she tried to cover up the hickey on her neck with a scarf. Plead. To make an emotional appeal or beg earnestly. Example, he pleaded with the judge for a lighter sentence. Tawdry. Looking bright and attractive but in fact cheap and low quality. B. Example, she found dressing gowns and slippery so tawdry. Clock somebody. To hit someone on the head or face. Example, the man turned round and clocked her one. Tremble. To shake involuntarily, usually due to fear, excitement, or cold. Example, he began to tremble with nervousness before his big presentation. Muddy. Covered in or containing wet, soft earth or dirt. Example, his shoes got muddy after walking through the rain-soaked field. Stagger. To walk or move unsteadily, often due to intoxication or exhaustion. Example, after a long hike, they staggered back to the campsite. Seep. To flow or leak slowly through small openings. Example, water seeped through the cracks in the old pipe. Namesake. A person named after someone, often a family member. Example, she was named after her grandmother and is her namesake. Faceplant. to fall or trip forward and land face first. Example, he tripped over the curb and face planted onto the sidewalk. Shotgun wedding. A hastily arranged wedding due to an unplanned pregnancy. Example, they had a shotgun wedding after finding out they were expecting. Tomboy. A girl who enjoys activities typically associated with boys. Example, as a tomboy, she preferred climbing trees and playing sports. Baffle. To confuse or bewilder. Example, the complex puzzle game baffled even the experts. Bag of bones. Someone who is extremely thin. Example, she bagged bones before anyone noticed she was gone. Scold. To reprimand or criticize someone angrily. Example, she scolded her children for not doing their chores. Vendor. A person or company that sells goods or services. Example, the food vendor at the festival had a variety of delicious snacks. Hunch. A strong feeling or intuition about something. Example, I had a hunch that the project would be successful. Graze. When cows eat grass in a field, they graze on the green plants. I saw a horse grazing in the meadow. Gulp. When you're really thirsty, you might gulp down a glass of water quickly. He drank the glass of milk in one gulp. Drool. Babies often drool when they're teething, causing their mouth to produce extra saliva. Nibble. A rabbit might nibble on a carrot, taking small bites. He started to nibble his biscuit. Imitate. Children often imitate the actions or words of adults, trying to copy what they see. The small baby imitated her mother. Chew. Before swallowing food, it's important to chew it well to make it easier to digest. The meat's so though I can hardly chew it. Appetite. After playing outside, you might have a big appetite and want to eat a hearty meal. When I was ill, I completely lost my appetite. Sip. When you drink from a straw, you take small sips to avoid drinking too quickly. He took a sip of his coffee. Lick. The girl eye licking lollipop. A cat might lick its fur to keep it clean and tidy. Gobble. If you're really hungry, you might gobble down your meal in no time. Eat slowly and don't gobble. Overeat. During a festive meal, it's easy to overeat and feel too full. Feed. Birds feed their chicks by bringing them worms and insects. Aroma. The aroma of freshly baked bread can make your mouth water. Swallow. After chewing food, you swallow it so it goes down your throat and into your stomach. Drag. If you're tired, it might be a struggle to drag yourself out of bed in the morning. Bite. Does your dog bite? When you take a bite of an apple, you break off a piece with your teeth. Dig. A dog might dig in the yard to create a hole or find something buried. Backbite. Gossiping and backbiting can damage friendships and trust. He is the person who backbites. Swear. I swear I didn't say anything. He promised to swear his loyalty to the king. Threaten. She felt threatened by the aggressive behavior of the stranger on the street. Did he actually hit you, or just threaten you? Alms. The kind-hearted woman gave alms to the beggars on the street. He gave alms to beggar in the street. Rescue. The firefighter's quick response helped rescue the trapped cat from the tree. He had attempted to rescue the drowning man. Wet. His clothes and face got completely wet. The rain left everything outside wet and glistening. Drip. A leaky faucet continued to drip, making a rhythmic sound in the quiet room. The rain was dripping off the roof. Mingle. At the party, people from different backgrounds came together to mingle and share stories. He is very shy and does not mingle with children at school. Splash. She jumped into the pool with a splash. The children laughed and splashed in the pool on a hot summer day. Puddle. After the rain, a large puddle formed at the end of the driveway. He jumped over the puddle. Gust. A sudden gust of wind blew leaves all around the garden. A sudden gust of wind made me shiver. Abuse. It's important to speak out against any form of abuse or mistreatment. It is not good to abuse someone. Shake. Nervously, she began to shake as she faced the audience. Shake the bottle before you open it. Thanks for watching and subscribe us for more.